of the Beli Super App. Today we have three experts to discuss the organization background, its innovative technology strategy, and its sustainable impact. Let's meet our panelists. Shirley, the marketing manager, Maisha, the manager of Solaku, and Declan, the digital market expert. Today, we will go deep into the intro of the app. We will unpack their story with our knowledgeable panelists. Let's get started. So, Maisha, can you start us by telling our listeners about the Beli Super App? How did it get started and what is the big idea behind the model?
Sure. Actually, Beli is a Malaysian super app that started in Sarawak. The company behind it is Solaku Sdn Bhd and their journey began back in 2017. They started really small and just two delivery riders at Cebu. So the founder, which is Encik Hisham, was inspired by something simple, which is helping his mother buy groceries. From that small idea, they grew into a full super app. Now it does a lot such as food delivery, groceries, e-commerce, shopping, ride hailing, booking service like mechanics, tuition, and more. Basically, they're trying to put everything in one platform so users don't have to jump between multiple apps.
Wow, that's quite a growth, Maisha. What do you think made their model work so well early on?
I think it was the convenience of having multiple service is one place and focusing on local community needs.
Interesting. Shirley, you studied their growth closely. What stand out to you?
Thanks, Kat. The rapid growth from a small marketplace to a thriving digital ecosystem is impressive. One of the reasons that Beli was able to establish smooth communication with small business owners, delivery partners, and local entrepreneurs was innovative flat-fee subscription model. What is very inspiring is that their success has been measured in both profit and the impact they create. They have digitally connected rural sellers and have lift up independent drivers through fair pay and zero commission cuts. Beli inclusiveness has made it a region's shiny example for sustainable digital growth.
Wow. Declan, as a digital market expert, do you say their focus on rural markets help differentiate them?
So I would say that on focus on rural markets, it either would help to differentiate them, right? It is interesting how Beli had grown from its beginning state, which is I believe that in the near future later, I think this app will focus around in terms of delivery apps. For this app itself, it is a super app. So it has this strategic market position where they differentiate themselves from other giant rivals brands by being a more hyper-local focus, meaning that instead of actually trying to fill in all the criteria of wider audiences, they are actually targeting on specific local focus. This of course target rural areas such as semi-urban areas also, for example, Cebu, Bintulu or Samarahan. It is an interesting take as they would allow users from these secluded areas to actually experience delivery services. And just like what Sherry has stated before, the app itself also provided a zero commission model. This is where the merchants of the app pay only 99 ringgit per month, which is already quite low, and they don't have any commissions. So there's no commission and there's no increase in price. So this low rates commissions is a good example of accessibility and affordability of the services, meaning that anyone can actually start it and can use the app. In addition, they also use strategic timing to incorporate their app into the market. This is when they launch during a state where there are lesser releases of new super apps. So I'm pretty sure that we all know that there's not really much of super apps right now, right? The super app market is also like forecasted to grow significantly by 2030 like that. It is driven by the demand for a much integrated mobile first solutions. So by releasing it early, I mean releasing the Beli app early as they can actually make a good prime example of the first super app for instance, here in Sarawak, it is prone to adapting to changes in the market.
Wow, great points everyone. So the Beli Super App approach is truly unique. The Beli Super App are only charging merchants and drivers a flat monthly or yearly fee instead of the usual commissions, right? They enable small-scale sellers to thrive digitally. This is important for home-based and rural businesses that usually get fair access to their digital marketplace. So, Shani will lead us into the technology side next. We will see you next episode, guys. Bye.
Oh, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. Why they wanna move like that? Where you want going? Why you want act like that? Where you going? No rush, go on, move dumb. Back and forth, push and shove. Make your peace and love turn to peace and gloves. Now you gotta do it right now.
To our next segment. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back everyone to our Model C podcast segment 2, where we uncover how this amazing platform blends technology, innovation, and purpose. I'm Shirley, your moderator for this segment. Okay, what were some big challenges and solutions?
Thanks, Shani. So, Beli's journey wasn't without challenges. They had to manage the complexity of integrating diverse verticals, retail, finance, food delivery, while ensuring real-time data processing, secure payments, and excellent user experience. Scaling infrastructure to meet sudden spike in demand was another critical issue. Or is it to be said that Beli had to combine food delivery, retail, and finance system while ensuring security and smooth operation during the demand spike? So they use AI for personalized shopping and fraud detection, and IoT for tracking deliveries. Also, they're exploring the electric vehicles to cut emission. To overcome these challenges, Beli adopted advanced artificial intelligence tools that enable the app to give personalized product recommendation to users, as well as powerful fraud detection system that help protect both customer and the platform from security threats, as I said. So use of Internet of Things technology also allow the company to improve the efficiency of its supply chain. For example, by enabling smarter warehouse operations and tracking deliveries more accurately. So, in addition, Beli is exploring hydrogen and electric vehicles to reduce its environmental impact. They use strategic tools like Photosphere Force to guide tech investment and plan future use of robotics, blockchain, and cloud computing to stay competitive. That's all.
Oh, that's impressive. Maisha, do you see some sustainability efforts in their technology?
Good question, Shirley. To be honest, there's actually very limited publicly available evidence that Beli Super Apps, which is known as Solaku, is making big investment in green tech. But they do incorporate some socially sustainable elements, and their business model implicitly supports certain sustainability goals. Example is during COVID-19 pandemic, Beli provide e-hailing service to transport people to vaccination center in Sarawak. This shows a willingness to use their platform to serve public good needs, not just purely commercial ones.
Thank you, Maisha. This is an important reminder that technology and sustainability can and should come together. Declan, over to you. How does Beli apply strategy analytic frameworks to manage commercializations and maintain its competitive edge in the digital market?
Thanks, Shirley. Well, in terms of the release, we are referring to use strategic use of analytical framework and commercialization. Beli's web, like we said previously in the first podcast, it is rooted in hyperlocal data and user behavior. So it's rather than like a complex enterprise analytic. Hyperlocal would usually refer to, in terms of data, it refer to information which focus on a specific, like very specific types of geographical location, which is an area. The user behavior, and it basically refers to how the users in that place react and interact within the app. So first of all, Beli Super App by Solaku is a community-centric service. They track the demand patterns in small towns first, like small towns like Cebu or here in Samarahan, which of course helps the app in focusing on what the locals really need the most. So by doing so, it can either be probably the locals that need food delivery, e-hailing service, or household services like purchasing household items from nearby stores. By using this method, Beli will be able to gain more data, and they know that in which area specifically, in what do they need in that specific area. So it's a good way for them to get the data and they can review it. So it will of course help the consumers later on. So Beli Super App had also taken initiatives. They joined Scale Sarawak Accelerator. It is in a way a program which designed to enhance businesses models. And by joining Scale Sarawak, Beli will be able to enhance their businesses, and in one way or another, it will help Beli to gain more awareness and recognition from the public. This is of course because Beli Super App is also just a new startup company. By joining this Scale Sarawak, they will get the attention needed, and probably they will be one of the best super app available in Malaysia. Of course, it helps them to get more users. Right? That's all.
Okay, thank you, Declan. That is a very insightful. It is evidence that Beli thrives is not merely through the use of sophisticated technology, but rather through the smart and data-based backup tactics that put together growth, sustainability, and efficiency. With this, we have finished the second part of our segment. Let's move to our next segment, which is Beli Super App Sustainability Impact. So,
dance with me.
Back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body back and forth. Move my body.
Alright, welcome back to our segment 3. Thank you everyone for staying with us. We're now moving to segment 3, where we explore the sustainability impact of the Beli Super App and how it aligns with broader development goals. To start, we look at Beli commitment to supporting the sustainable development goals and how their business model connects to social and economic sustainability. For this part, I'd like to invite our first panelist, Declan. Declan, could you walk us through how Beli supports the SDG and what impacts it brings, especially to underserved communities?
Alright. Thank you, Maisha. To answer your question, first, as we all know, Sustainable Development Goals is a goal which set to basically keep in sustainability. So first, we can connect Beli Super App by Solaku, where the first sustainability development goal on zero poverty. This, of course, it explains which it aims to end all forms of poverty everywhere by the year 2030. So that's basically the overall general view of it. It seeks to ensure everyone has access to basic services, social protection, or resources, which also like it helps building resilience against shocks like climate changes or economic crises. So this helps low income individuals by offering them zero commissions platforms. Again, Beli they offer zero commission platform like stated during the first podcast. Where for merchants and riders. So by giving this subscription-based access, for example, like 99 ringgit for per month for merchants and 10 ringgit per month for riders, it is basically affordable and it focuses allow that these type of like merchants and riders to earn income without financial issues because they are given an affordable cost to work with. So on the second, my second point is the eighth goal. So it is related to decent work and economic growth, which of course it aims to promote sustainability and inclusiveness and sustainability in terms of economic growth. So it is basically just a full and productive employment and decent work for everyone. How Beli can like be adapted into this is that Delivery helps promote flexible work for delivery riders and e-hailing drivers. So merchants and services providers can scale their businesses digitally without needing much technical expertise. And basically, the app helps the merchants to further adapt to digitalization in terms of markets. Okay, so to continue on, furthermore, in the 10th goal, Beli Super app can also be adapted because, again, the 10th goal it explains reduce inequalities, aims to decrease inequality in both, like within between people or between countries. Basically, like target like reducing inequality between any society. So Beli targets rural and semi-urban rurals area like Cebu, Bintulu, or Samarahan, where access to digital platforms like the super apps technically, like it is pretty much limited. As we all know, there's not much of super app in our Play Store, right? So again, by using Beli, it basically provides users of this secluded area to have this access and experience the services. And not only that, it will also give the users a much wider range of choices in terms of services or products that they would like to use.
Wow, thank you, Declan. There was a clear explanation of how Beli Zero Commission approach and digitalization efforts directly support sustainable development goals. It's definitely interesting to see how technology platforms can address inequality in rural and semi-urban communities. Now let's shift to the environment side of sustainability. Although Beli is primarily known for its social and economic impact, they also incorporate elements of eco-friendly operational practice and innovation. So for our next panel, Shirley, will you take us deeper into this angle? Could you share how Beli integrates green operation and smart city innovation into their ecosystem?
Oh, thanks, Maisha. In our discussion regarding sustainability, Beli is and should be referred to as a whole ecosystem of responsibility innovations that goes beyond merely reducing emissions. Massive amounts of capital have been put in by Beli, and this is evident in their eco-friendly operational practice. An example of this is gradual switching of their delivery vehicle to electric and hydrogen, which is a significant step in urban carbon footprints reductions. Moreover, their logistic operational employs smart router optimization, which is AI powered to reduce energy consumption and enhance delivery efficiency. On top of that, Beli participates in Smart City initiative, where it is also engaged in the integrations of digital payments, green mobility, and smart waste management projects. These programs are not only support the global sustainability targets, but also render everyday life in the local community more convenient and eco-friendly. Through integrating sustainability into its technology core, Beli set an example that the concept of profit and social responsibility can be developed together and hence creating a win-win situation for society and the earth in the long run. Thank you. That's all.
Great insight, Shirley. You highlight how sustainability today isn't just about reducing carbon footprints, it's also about responsible innovation, future-ready logistics, and smart digital infrastructure that supports greener urban living. Now we have covered both the social and environment side. Let's move to our final perspective. For our next panel, we look at Bilibili overall economics contribution, especially in strengthening local business and supporting inclusive digital growth. Ken, could you wrap this up for us by explaining how Bilibili contributes the community, environment, and economic realism?
Alright, thank you, Manisha. So, Beli plays an important role in fostering inclusive economic growth by empowering small businesses and local merchants. So, it provides them with access to digital tools and wider markets, thereby helping entrepreneurs thrive in the digital economy. So, to conclude, the Beli serve as an excellent example of how a technology company can simultaneously drive business growth and sustainable development. So a balanced approach creates meaningful value not only for its customers and shareholders, but also for the society and the environment, illustrating how modern digital platforms can contribute positively to the future. That's all.
Thank you, Ken. That ties everything together perfectly.
And I guess that brings us to the end of our segment. Honestly, what we learned today is pretty exciting because Beli isn't just another super app. It is a reminder that small ideas can spark big changes. So as we wrap up, let's keep in mind that the future of sustainability doesn't really belong to government or big corporations. It belongs to platforms, creators, entrepreneurs, and everyday users who choose to support meaningful innovation. So, huge thanks to our panelists for the amazing insights, and thank you to everyone listening. Stay curious, stay inspired, and remember, sustainability isn't just a goal, it is a movement that all of us are